Some KUDUS.
Can't get the staff this day and age. Welcome back to E20 Zone TV. This is a bit of a sort of video of breaking news that's happened.
Absolute bomb. A bomb drop.
Bomber.
It is, mate.
Bomber.
This is actually pretty good news. To my right is Lucas. He's all the way from the US of A, come back from Florida, ill, but he's happy. And down the bottom there is West Ham Online. You know who he is. Right, let's talk about it. Lads, MOHAMMED KUDUS, explain what's happening tonight.
Real quick, I'll put up the video, or not video, the picture, just to make things easier. But Alf, you can start off if you want.
David Ornstein was the first one to do it. He dropped a bomber that West Ham United close to an agreement for the transfer of MOHAMMED KUDUS. I can't remember the exact fee now, but it was roughly 5 million more than what was quoted a couple of days ago. This is a fee. This is a fee and story that I have been talking about all windows. So it's good to see, well, for about a month. So it's good to see my sources have came in clutch there. Tay, West Ham United 5 on Twitter, was the first one to confirm this story. And yeah, it looks like he is going to, all things going well, come to West Ham United. But remember, West Ham historically don't work on weekends. So if we can't get the deal wrapped up in 2 days, it will be interesting to see how a Saturday plays out.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I think they're going to have to try and get it wrapped up by tomorrow because he's over in Bulgaria, right? And he's playing in the Europa League. I think it's like a qualifier with AJAX. So West Ham have to get this done sharpish and lively because otherwise he will be cup tied. He won't be able to play for us in Europe. So, and we don't want that. That's just
that's going to be a huge deal, and that will be a huge thing to look out for tomorrow. I can't get the picture up, but Ornstein, Fabrizio, Darmesh, X, all the big hitters confirmed. It's looking likely, but I'm also very excited. I think this is just an absolute game changer. Like these are the type of signings that can take you from where we are currently to fighting for top 6, especially with the way we started. Like, don't get me wrong, the Bournemouth draw was, I won't say disappointing, but I really felt like we could have won. It was 3 points dropped or 2 points dropped in my opinion. But then what we just saw against Chelsea, the fight, the spirit, and everything is a great motivational boost for the upcoming weekend, even though we're playing against our bogey team. But this is the type of stuff that, like, this is what we want to see. It's a shame it's happened towards the end of a window, but at the end of the day, as long as it gets done, and we're in a good spot right now. Even say if we lose to Brighton on Saturday, still through 3 matches, I think we're aiming a bit high for what a lot of people expect.
We're cooking, mate. Simple as that. Now I'm starting to believe that anything is possible. Like, I think the signing of this man takes us on to another level. Right, he's a decent player. This kid, right? He's only 22. Remember, he's young. He's like this is a different level to West Ham that I'm seeing there. Do you know what I mean? Alvarez, Kudus, Mavropanos, Ward-Prowse. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're starting to look like we're getting a lovely balance.
And one thing I really love that a lot of people, it may be a small thing to people, but it's a huge deal to me. I love seeing these players, these utility players come in that can just do a bunch of different things, play a bunch of different positions if needed. That's my favorite part about really good players like Kudus. I've had my thoughts on Alvarez, and my jury is still out until he starts a game. But like what he did last match against Chelsea is very positive, and I liked what I saw. But and before we move on to Alfie's final thought on the deal, just to tell the people, 41.5 million euros plus 3 million euros add-on plus 10% sell-on. I think that's exceptional. I think that comes out to about 36 million pound base, and then about 40 million pound in general. And I mean, I think the 5 extra million on this guy is totally going to be worth it. Five-year deal, option for a 6th. Beautiful stuff.
AJAX's game is tomorrow in the Conference League, so it'll be interesting to see if he plays in it, or Europa League, whatever it is, against Ludogorets.
He can't play in it, mate.
No, I agree.
If he does,
can't-
that'll be a huge issue.
That's why I think West Ham are acting fast right now, and I think this is where there comes to some sort of agreement. It would not surprise me if that man's flying back for Bulgaria tonight. Do you know what I mean? Because he's actually on the plane.
We better see that
Holiday,
Stein private jet pick ASAP.
Oh,
I
right.
need it. That's gonna hit different. We might
That
as well
is, mate.
move on to where we think he's gonna fit in the squad. I think we can all agree that there's one position, while it's not his natural position, I think he could step in there right away and be better than a certain option or two. But Fever, I'll let you start off. Where do you think he fits in the squad?
Anywhere. I want him playing anywhere, this geezer. Anywhere along the front line. Left, right, through the middle, wherever. Yeah. I can't stress enough how good this geezer is. I've seen enough of this geezer to know how good this geezer is. I've seen him for Ghana. I've seen him for Ajax. The only fear I have on this situation is if he goes on the right, Bowen's going up front. And I'm not on that vibe. I'm not. I really am not. But if he's not going on the right, you say he goes on the left, or he goes as a 10 or something, right? Then I'm all for this, mate. Wherever he plays, I do not care. Right? This geezer's a talent. He's gonna hit the ground running at West Ham. I honestly believe. Powerful, scores goals from everywhere. I can't wait to see him in a West Ham shirt. I really can't. West Ham online.
I think his best position is where Paqueta plays, which is a problem. And first of all, I'd like to throw out a few negatives.
Go
I
ahead.
don't think it's immediately clear where he'll play in this team.
I agree.
I do think that there is potential that he could be a flop at West Ham United. And that's not to do with his quality. That's to do with how we use him. But if we use him correctly, he's obviously a very good player. I'd put him left wing.
I think that's respectable pessimistic. That's a respectable pessimistic view.
Yeah, I think, there's definitely... You've got to remember, probably only half of transfers in football at the moment end up being a real success. So not every transfer we make this window is going to be a success. One of Alvarez, Ward-Prowse, Kudus, and can't remember who else.
We all know who the hit is in that one. JWP, baby.
One of them's going to be a fail in the end, sadly. So let's hope it's not Kudus and he can fulfill his potential. But I would play him left wing, although I do think his best position is where Paqueta plays.
What as a 10?
10-8 hybrid sort of thing.
Yeah, for me, I totally agree with Alfie. I think if we don't use him right, this could be a failure. And the one thing that does worry me is that I do want him to play on the left wing because I think Benrahma he's just way too inconsistent. Isn't, in my opinion, I haven't really rated him the past 2 seasons. Or last season was probably one of his best, but still very up and down. Fornals, ideally, I don't want him there either because he's a left winger, but there's sometimes where he is the better option than Benrahma. And it's hard for me to think that Kudus couldn't fill that left wing role better than the both of them, even though it'd be a bit of an old school tactic playing the left footer on the left side because I don't know how well his right foot is, but who knows if he can cut in, use his right. But I can just imagine on the counterattack, getting the ball on his left foot, and he just puts it right across the goalkeeper, far post. But for me, I would like him to come in immediately and play the left wing, even if it is one of his weaker positions. But the way I think about it is if you put him at the left wing, and you have Paqueta in the middle, Bowen on the right, and let's just say Antonio up top, I think all 4 of them are very well. Let's take Paqueta out. I think it's very interchangeable with the way we play. I think it'll be a lot of free flowing football, not really any positions, but just an absolute vibe of a counterattack we might have.
Also, Kudus does take set pieces. He takes left-footed set pieces, so
which is good. That's good. Very good.
Stacking up on the corner takers. I think we're aiming for about 60 goals from corners this season.
I love it.
Yeah.
I agree, mate. I agree.
We might as well move on.
Yeah.
Have the expectations this season changed after our latest signings? Fever, I'll let you go first because I know you want to cook on this.
I think we're cooking there all day. And I strongly believe this now. Now I'm seeing this man arrive, right? And it's looking like destined that this man comes here. I think West Ham go and get 2 more players, and I would say we guaranteed top 10. That's how strong I believe in this. Yeah. I think this man brings pace, power, goals. He's a ball carrier. He's exactly what we need. Yeah. The only fear I have, and I do listen to what Alfie's saying, and Alfie has got a point, is it the end? Like, is Paqueta going to be picked up towards the back end of the window? Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Is this going to die down and City might come in again towards the back end and get him out of there? Because it doesn't really make a lot of sense where he plays this geezer, and Alfie has got a point on that. But I'm happy, mate. I'm buzzing. This is what I want to see. When you've just won a trophy, we need top quality players, and this geezer is top quality. So yeah, absolutely over the moon, and my expectations are very, very high now. No one should be negative at all.
Yeah, Alfie, do you think the goalpost has moved for you in terms of where we finish this season? For me, it surely has. I know a lot of people have been very, I won't say negative, but in my opinion, it's if you're placing West Ham anywhere lower than 14, I think it is a tad bit negative, but I think the goalpost has definitely moved now. I know I predicted West Ham to finish 10th, and I will admit it is an optimistic, and it's, for me, it's more of just a positive vibe. I just want to have something to look forward to, but I think top 10 is definitely, I won't say locked in, but it's a heavy favorite in my opinion. I think we could really be fighting for top 8, top 7 again if KUDUS can hit the ground running. What do you think, Alf?
I think that we definitely have to get top 11 because I think from 12 downwards the quality is crap. I think after Brentford, I think I put Brentford 10th in my 11th in my prediction. Luckily, they do look very good, so I think that will be roughly right. I think you've got to get top 11 this year now, and not just top 11. Try and push higher than that and get a night in Dublin. I think the aim has to try and be to reach a European final. Yes, that's a big ask. And if we draw Liverpool or someone like that and go out, then no shame.
Give it to them. Let's have it.
Let's go to Anfield and give them a bit of a match. Give them a Moyes low block and let's see how they break that down.
Yeah. And let's admit their midfield is
Moyes'
crap.
Moyes' concrete wall. How about that? Do you know what I'm saying?
How many times have you rewatched our low block in the last half an hour against Chelsea? 5 for me.
I must admit, mate, I've watched it quite a few times. It's quite interesting. But, we move on that. We move. What about you, Lucas? What's your expectation?
Yeah, like I said, I predicted us 10th. It is a bit optimistic, but I wanted to be a bit positive opposed to others that I've seen on Twitter and wherever. But, mate, top 10 for me now. Top 10, pushing the top 7. And if we don't push to a European spot like Europa Conference again, we need to push for another semifinal because this squad, if KUDUS cooks on the left, wow. And
this squad's better than
and we still haven't even talked about, and don't get me wrong, it's not popular, but even if Lingard comes back, that's another option that he's played his best under Moyes. He knows the system. We're going to have a lot of guys. We're going to have a lot of attacking-minded guys with people behind that can defend, play the ball through, and then Moyes ball set pieces will be back.
I don't want to put a downer on it, but this is a downer especially for me. I feel a bit upset saying this, and this would crush me just as much as getting KUDUS would make me happy. I think if we get Lingard in and we get KUDUS, we'll go for Nesri, but you know what our bait will be to get him? The fornicator.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that. We might as well end it here. You boys have anything else you want to
add? Just from me, I'm very, very happy, very, very pleased. I'm liking that West Ham are going after these targets. Tim Steiden is the man. He's doing the damage. Get him on that plane.
Timothy Steiden, my guy.
Let's see that photograph of him on the plane with KUDUS with the thumbs up. Here we go.
Alf, any final words before I wrap it up?
Don't sell 4 hours, please.
I agree. And before we go, please make sure to subscribe, smash the like button. We're trying to get to 100 every single video and live stream. If you'd like to become a member, the link is in the description below. We've got a bunch of content that is coming out every week. And yeah, and hit the notification bell. Do not forget that, because when we go live, we drop a video. We want you guys to be first in the chat, first in the comments, giving us your opinion. So until next time, don't go changing. Come on, West Ham. Mohammed Kudus, get in, son. Come on.